Hello everyone, this is my channel. We're gonna do episode 100 questions about how does it feel to live with your mom. So let's go ahead. Question 1. What's the best part about living with your mom? Okay, for me, I think the best part living with my mom must be I have food delivered to my room every morning. Every lunch, every dinner, I don't need to worry about cooking. Yeah, that's the best part. And question 2, what's the hardest part? Okay, so the hardest part is that probably your mom gonna wanna control you sometimes, even she didn't mean it. Like when you're eating, she always trying to educate you during the lunch or something like that. And then that makes you feel that you don't have the appetite for lunch anymore, and that's the hardest part. So I kind of say probably we shouldn't talk during when we eating something like that. Question 3, what's one sentence your mom says that instantly annoys you? Okay, I cannot say there's one sentence, but I gotta say there's thing annoys me must be my mom always give me hints. Like she wants me to do something, just ask for it, but she always give me hints, like pretend to care about my feelings, but instead she actually just give me hints trying to encourage me to do something like she wants. And that's the most annoying part. I don't like it. And question 5, what does she knock you about the most? I don't know, maybe her mentality. I mean, I love my mom, of course, but she kind of like time freezer, you know. She always talk about things like so many years ago, and I cannot be around people like that because I want to change. I have a new phase in my life right now, so yeah. Question 6, what do you argue about most often? Okay, we argue, I think. Probably we never argue because I think I'm kind of avoid the fight with her. But if you have to say we argue, probably because sometimes she just judge me for I'm being too slow, being too lazy, being too less prepared. I mean, that's so annoying because all those kind of things, the standard is based on her, just not based on me. I mean, I'm less prepared because I don't have enough time, man. So yeah. Question 7, who's cleaner, you or your mom? Okay, so define the cleaner. At first, I think if you're talking about the hygiene issues, I think we're the same. But if you're talking about like clean about your life, clean about your decisions, I think I will be more cleaner because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing right now, but my mom just like a automatic machine or something. I don't think she actually understand what she's doing right now. She just like always go pilot mode or something. Question 8, do your daily routine clash? Actually I don't have a daily routine, I think. I mean, I don't have a regular one. And if I have a regular one, it always gonna crash. So I don't do that anymore. But I think the daily routine is kind of like the beginning of the self-judgment and self-blame or something. I mean, sometimes you need it, of course, because you want to achieve something, but sometimes just be gentle with yourself, because if you actually want to do it, you're gonna spend so much time on it, and you don't even have the time or energy to plan it. I think I'm kind of have a trait like I'm gonna go hyper focus on something if I'm really interested. Like if I am into CapCut right now, trying to edit, I'm gonna do that probably like 2 days for 3 days in a row, just like I sleep, I wake up, and I eat, and the other time I'm just always immersed in this kind of CapCut edits, that's me. Yep. So question 9, do you ever feel like you're being watched? Okay, of course. I feel always being watched by my mom because she always judge me like my style, my outfit, my hair, and I'm trying to don't let that get to me. Yeah. And question 10, do you hide parts of your schedule from her? To be honest, I don't have a schedule, like a fixed one. I just do whatever I want, I think. But I do hide something from her, not personally to her. I just hide something from everyone because, the best peace that you can get is to tell people that you're busy with something. So people will leave you alone and give you peace. And that's a very, very good advice, actually. I highly recommend somebody do it like me. Question 11. Who really runs the house? Of course, my mom, I think, because she manages a lot of stuff. And my sister, my older sister. But about the money part, actually, I pay for all the stuff. So I don't know here. Maybe something should be changed. But I don't want to fight about this with them. I'm not trying to manage people here. I just think everybody is equal or something. Even people don't feel the same way. Yeah, I don't have energy for that, to be honest. Question 12. How long do your silent treatment usually last? Okay, I think probably a couple of hours because it's a very Asian thing. Like parents will never apologize to their kids, but they just gonna ask you to eat the dinner, eat the lunch, something like that, and pretend nothing happened. Yeah, so a couple of hours you're gonna have a dinner, have a lunch. That's the same. Question 13. Who usually apologize first? Okay, so I don't think actually we apologize to each other, never. So we all just pretend that nothing happened when my mom just asked me to eat the dinner, and we pretend like this thing is settled, nothing else, like nothing truly happens. And that's so fucked up, maybe. I don't even know. Question 14. Do you have real privacy at home? I think in some senses you do have privacy, but your privacy definitely will be, influenced. Just like me right now recording my video here in the storage room. I know it looks kind of bad. It's not good actually, but this is the only room that I can have to do my own stuff without a bed. Because with a bed, I'm gonna lie down and do nothing. That's the thing. Yeah. And question 15. Has your mom ever gone through your things? If we're talking about the girls through life experience, I don't think she actually has. Maybe she has, but she never talks to me. We never actually talk about this kind of stuff. We're not emotional connected, But if you talk about girls through my things like my diaries, my phone, stuff like that, my lockers, no, my mom will never, because she used to be a teenage girl and writing diaries, but her mom looks through the stuff that she writes, so she felt hurt, and she said she would never do those kind of things to others. So yeah, and yes. And question 16. How did that make you feel? Okay, I feel my mom is such a great mom, actually, because she never looks through the things that I have, and even she kind of questioned that I'm doing those kind of things. She just never actually gonna do something about it. She just make the room for me, Maybe that's one good part about my mom. And question 17. When is the house most peaceful? Okay, I think probably right now. It's in the afternoon when my mom is doing the nap time. My cat's doing nap time with my mom too, and I just being here. Sometimes I work, sometimes I don't. Like today I don't work, so I can finally have time to do these long videos. Yeah, and I'm truly grateful for this. I can't complain too much actually. Question 18. What's the moment you desperately wanted to leave home? Maybe when I argue with my mom, I feel like they're not appreciate me enough, or I don't know, everything feels so hard, like things like that. And I just wish that sometimes people don't take it personally, because I feel like that, not because them, I mean partly because of them, but not entirely. I think there's some part of me wants to change, so that's the thing I desperately wanted to leave home. And question 19. Do you ever feel like irrationally annoyed by her? Maybe. A lot of time, actually, but sometimes you just let this kind of feelings go through you, like you're gonna pass, you know. I mean, there's so many reasons, but at least it's your mom, so sometimes you just understand her better, sometimes you don't, and it's okay. Just give yourself more patience to do that, you know. And question 20. Do you ever suddenly feel sorry for her? Of course, because I feel like a lot of times my mom sacrificed a lot for me and my sister, and she kind of gave up her own life. I know it's her decision, but still you will feel like she could have better, and you feel sorry for her, and you wish you could do anything to change that. But I just wish that this kind of things is not children's stuff. What children should think about. I mean, you of course will think about this kind of stuff, but you're not taking responsibility for that, you know. So I don't know, maybe just be patient with yourself, and it's okay to have this kind of thoughts. And the life decision is made by themselves, so don't blame yourself too much. Okay, that's the thing. And this is for part 1, and I will see you next time. Bye.